When I installed solar here, I did my research and thought I did everything right, but there was a key decision which I got wrong. Eventually, it cost me over £1,000. If you're considering solar, you'll want to understand why that decision is so crucial and avoid making the same mistake I did. Now, this wasn't my first time having solar installed. I had a system at my previous house that completely exceeded expectations, paying for themselves within 7 years. So when I moved here, I considered solar a day one purchase. I didn't want to downgrade, so I spent months researching the best panels, comparing efficiency, longevity, even temperature performance, and pairing them with the right inverter to get the most out of the system. At the time, my goal was simple: build a setup that would comfortably outperform the solar array at my previous property. And in many ways, it has. Generation was roughly 30% better. But there was something important I completely overlooked, and it ended up being an expensive mistake. If I'd have thought of this back in the planning stage, I'd be over £1,000 better off. This mistake resulted in the return of scaffolding less than a year after installation. At my previous property, I went 9 years without any bird protection. For whatever reason, it was never a problem. Not one incident of birds becoming unwanted guests under my panels. I'd got it into my head that bird guards were a bit of a con, an optional extra installers like to upsell in order to make some additional profits. Some of them aren't the most attractive to look at either. The wire mesh options I've seen remind me more of perimeter gates around prisons, not the kind of thing I would want to see on the roof of an attractive new build property. But I was wrong, and here's why. Around 10 months after the initial install, I noticed some strange cooing sounds while in the rooms below where the panels were fitted. This would happen both day and night. Around that point, every morning when I looked out onto the patio, there was significant amounts of mess on the ground. It was grim, and definitely not somewhere where I was going to let my young children play anywhere near. When I looked up at the panels from a certain angle, I could see some obstructions under the panels. Sometimes some movement too. Sure enough, pigeons were nesting under there. Not just 1 or 2, there were at least 4, likely more. Knowing that, the worry sets in. What if they peck at the cables? Or if they move around in such a way that stresses the connection? Safety and performance worries start to eat away at me. After just a few days, I knew it was time to do something. And then the realization hit me. It wasn't going to be cheap. It would require scaffolding. The panels would need to be moved in order to clean out the nests. And then there were labour costs to consider, as well as the bird guards themselves, which was probably the cheapest aspect overall. I got a few quotes, including one for a solar skirt, which has a very nice aesthetic, giving that built-in appearance. But that's when the real shock came. The amount quoted for that particular solution was an eye-watering £2,995. I learnt there was a variety of solutions available, most of which were far less visually jarring than the mesh styles that had previously put me off. Eventually, I settled on a minimalistic all-black plastic solution from the original installer, coming in at just over £1,000 plus VAT. When you retrofit bird guards, they become subject to VAT, which is excluded if fitted at the same time as the installation of the panels themselves. Ultimately, this meant the total was still significant at £1,434 all in. This was enough to wipe out all savings achieved from the system up until that point, and then another several months afterwards. I had to wait just over a week for installation, which at the time felt like an eternity knowing they were up there. The installation process went well. The nests were removed, the cables were checked over and neatened up, and finally the bird guards themselves were fitted onto the solar panels. The whole process took just over 2 hours in total. After it was completed, I felt a sense of relief. No more noisy pigeons, everything was safe, and the panels continued to generate effectively. So what's the lesson here? Pigeons naturally seek out these sorts of spaces to keep dry, gain warmth from any residual heat in the panels, and shelter from their predators too. Ultimately, you won't ever know beforehand if pigeons will or won't target your particular system. You can apply logic best you can, but it might end up coming down to just pot luck. In my opinion, it's best not to take the risk. Most installers will offer bird protection at a minimal cost as part of their installation services. These days, some might even insist on fitting them as standard. Retrofitting bird guards to existing systems is expensive, and if the need arises, it can be stressful too. Finding an installer with availability and getting a reasonable price is hassle you just don't need. Giving yourself that protection gives you peace of mind from day one. That's why when I expanded my own system on 2 separate occasions, I was sure to include the bird guards. They were only an additional £350, so well worth it to avoid that previous experience. What are your thoughts on bird guards? Did you fit bird protection as part of your installation? If you decided against them, have you had any problems or regrets? Let me know in the comments, it's always great to hear your views. If you have found this useful, please press that like button and subscribe for more experiences, insights and data from my own renewable energy journey, including a future video about another mistake that was arguably more costly than this one. That's all for today. Thank you very much for watching. Hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.